Hi, my friends. Today we're going to show you how to make sauce pois, black stew beans. So, this is it, guys. So, it's the Haitian translation. So, follow us in the kitchen. You will see what we're doing. Don't worry. You got it. You will got it. Love you.
Thank you, thank you. I would like to thank you. We would like to thank you for making it this far in the video. We really appreciate your time. And today's meditation or words of encouragement is taken from the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1 and 2. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service, and do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Um, I was thinking much on this subject. A lot of times, what we sometimes we do, and the mistakes that we make in our lives is that we get so caught up with the world's standards, or we get so caught up with the way our families and our friends may view us because we think differently from them. But we forget that at the end of the day, both them and us are going to be judged by the same person, by the same God. In the book of Romans, chapter 8, it reminds us that, who, if God is for us, then who can be against us? And now my wife, likes to tell me from time to time, as we learn from our pastor, he always tells us, if God is against you, then who is for you? So you got to think about that. Don't be transformed. Don't be conformed, rather, by this world. Don't be conformed by the patterns of this world, for they're all going to be judged just like us. So at the end of the day, as long as you're honoring God, that's what matters. You see, it is easy for us to fall into this trap where we're so concerned and get carried away by what our peers may think of us, what our families may think of us, or how the world may view us. And then this is the trap that us Christians have fallen into today. We're looking at, the world says Christians should not be doing this. The world says Christians should not be doing that. But yet, by whose standards are you living? Is it by the world standards, or are you living by God's standards? We need to come out from amongst them. We need to be born again. We need to detach ourselves from the world and from the things of this world. A lot of times people may say, "Oh, I'm not attached to this world. I'm not attached by anything." But in reality, the thing that you cherish the most is what you're bound to. That thing can cause you to go to hell. You sometimes you just got to ask yourself this question: is it worth it? And that's something that I've learned, that God taught me. A lot of times when I'm about to make the wrong decision, I ask myself, is it worth it? Even if I'm going to make the right decisions, I ask myself, is it worth it? Don't be so attached to this world by money. Don't be so attached by the fame and the fans, or the fashion and whatsoever. Don't be attached, because none of it is worth it. Because when you die, you're not gonna go with anything. Because when you go see God, you can't take your money, your house, your cars, or car, or bicycle, whichever you have. Praise be to God. You can't take any of that with you and say, God, you know what? I realize I made a lot of mistakes. How about I trade you my cars, my nice car, my nice house or houses, How about I give you, God, a few $1 million, and you just, let me in. Let me in, maybe you could buy yourself something, nice. Really? That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So you need to transform yourself by the renewing of your mind. The old belief systems, if you used to believe in something, if you used to believe in and this God, this false God, and that false God, you need to let them go. And a lot of times that's the hardest thing. That's our biggest problem. We have a hard time letting some things go. Nothing worth nothing worth more than Jesus Christ. Nothing. Not ideology, not money, not fame, not knowledge, nothing. Nothing worth more than Christ. So you shouldn't have a problem letting anything go. And me saying this to you, there are a lot of things that I had to let go in my life, and there are things that I still have to let go. It's a process. I am not perfect. I am far from it. I just want to encourage you to start letting some things go. Because I tell you one thing, in heaven, there's no storage like we have over here in the United States. There's no storage where you could rent, a room out for a month or a year, and you store your extra baggage and your extra stuff. No, no. So you have to let go now. You have to let go here on earth. You have to go to the sanitation department and just dump it, or put it on your sidewalk on the days that sanitation is going to come by to pick up the garbage. Dump it. If it's pride, if it's anger issues, if it's the love of money, write it down on a piece of paper, put it in the garbage can or garbage bag, put it outside on the sidewalk on the day that sanitation is coming, so you can dump it. Dump it. For nothing worth more than Christ. Nothing. So ask yourself this question today. What you're holding on to, is it worth it? Is it worth it? You need to be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. May God bless you. Jesus loves you, and we love you. Be blessed.
A piece of green sweet pepper. You can put that, and you can choose not to. Celery, just for flavor. Thyme, parsley, rosemary. Scotch bonnet, bay leaves. You don't have to add all of this. You have your choice. Some blended spice. If you want to know how to make this, we have a video on our channel, so you can check it out. Butter, some coconut juice, chicken Maggi. I'll put the whole thing, and some adobo. I put some. Break it into pieces. I need to touch my hand. And let it boil. Okay guys, there we go. So the process is over. Let it boil until it gets thick. Okay. Now, are you ready to taste and to see, to view, to enjoy the result of the combination of dripping, white rice, and sauce broth? Let's see. Okay, so now let's begin. I use my spoon. I gotta keep going. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, subscribe, like, and share. Leave a comment below. Tell us where you're following us. Thank you. Enjoy.